My name's David Bauer, and I'm a newly minted candidate for Common Council on the Republican slate. We just decided our endorsed slate tonight. I'm very excited about it because I think that this gives me an opportunity to advocate not only for my party, but for the city of Middletown to have some more sustainable government than we seem to be having otherwise. So that's my main goal, and I look forward to getting a chance to share that with anybody I can up until Election Day.
I think what you're gonna see out of this slate of candidates, and I'm speaking for the Common Council candidates, is in the coming weeks and days, you're probably going to see some specific, concrete, and clear proposals that we would enact if we were given the majority on the Common Council. And I think that's the way we're going to approach this. It's not enough to say elect us. We'll do a better job than them. I think you need to tell the voters just exactly what you want to do.
And spending it appropriate. Let's see, who did I do? Seb Giuliano. What can I say? Mayor for 6 terms. He is going to be an absolute rabid advocate for rational government, right-sized government, reasonable spending that benefits all the citizens of Middletown, and not looking to benefit one particular person or party. And that's what we're asking from all our candidates. If the Democrats have a good idea, wonderful, vote for it. If it's a bad idea, I don't care if it's Republican, Democrat, unaffiliated, Green Party, or whoever else. If it's a bad idea, it's a bad idea. We should vote against it.
You want to come? Sure.
And if it's a Republican that comes up with a bad idea, I hope they take them aside and explain to them that it's a bad idea before it comes out to vote.
Yes, I know.
Well, you can't spend 2 years carrying the Democrats' water and then not expect something like this.
They weren't representing
Well,
the Republicans.
I think one, they weren't. I don't think they were representing the interests of their party. I don't think, and the other thing is that you've got to come in and basically keep the town committee and keep your colleagues apprised of what you're doing as the process is going on. It's simply unacceptable to walk in at the end and say, "This is the way I'm voting," and in effect say, "If you don't like it, too bad." Well, too bad is what you saw tonight. That's the result of saying this. I'm going to do what I want to do. And
Phil made a speech. They said the Democratic committee has conservative.
No, they don't. They don't. This council, this Democrat-controlled council, is hemorrhaging money. It's spent more money. It's made more in appropriations. It's borrowed more. The last budget I administered as mayor was $129 million. They just approved $136. They're $7 million higher than when I left office.
How many? That was 2 years ago.
That was 2 years ago. So they're up $7 million from that point.
If they stayed at that rate.
Well, the other thing they did is they went out, like I said, they sold $35 million in bonds. They took $2.65 million of the bond premium and put it in the budget. We're going to get that next year. They dipped into the city's general fund to the tune of $2 million this year. So what they've done is, even though there's a tax increase this year, it's artificially lower than where it should be. All that's going to come roaring back next year. It's artificially low because this is an election year.
I'm Ryan Kennedy. I've been nominated to run for the Common Council, and I'm excited about running for the Common Council, having served 5 years of the last 5 years on the Board of Education. I think there's been recent and there will be future conflicts between the board and the council, and I hope my experience allows me to try to navigate the council and the drama that ends up being the budget war in May of every budget cycle. So hopefully I'm able to kind of help people on the board, because I know what they're talking about and what they're up to, as well as the council and what they're trying to accomplish. And I think in the scheme, in the big picture, the board and the council, we all want the best thing for Middletown, but we don't always speak the same language. So I hope I can kind of blend those two things together and provide some clarity at best.
Candidates for mayor are voted out, not voted in. And we have a mayor who's only in his first term right now, and although some people have some concerns about it, he seems to be very popular, and I guess that was the primary reason that no one stepped forward.
So it could be a strategic plan to try and get more council seats than to waste maybe energy on.
Absolutely. Because one of the things that people who believe in the democratic process believe in is that there should be good and effective checks and balances to their government. So when you have a Democratic mayor, and as far as what happened tonight, you're going to have a Democratic mayor the day after election in November. So if you want a good balance to your local government, I would urge you to elect a majority on the council to have an effective balance and probably have the biggest gene pool of ideas that way in how we can have an effective government that'll move Middletown forward.
My name is Nicholas Fazzino. They call me Nick Fazzino. I'll be running for Common Council here in the city of Middletown.
My name is Angel Fernandez, and I'm running for Common Council from November of 2013. I look forward to be the new face and bring a new, fresh outlook in the Common Council. Thank you.